Hey guys, it's me. I'm outside right now. It's already dark. It gets dark pretty early. I hope it's alright that I'm outside and you hear me a little bit like breathing. I mean, walking is not hard for me, but I don't know. Because like when I talk and walk at the same time, it's you can hear that I walk, Okay, so I just wanted to say that I just wanted to have a random video out. I can't do videos at my there where I am right now in the holidays at the moment because there are a lot of people inside and I don't want to do video inside, so I can't really do notes at the moment. Maybe in the next days, I don't know, but I just wanted to do another video to keep the algorithm a little bit alive. Sorry, I made a sound. Yeah, I was just drinking eating something, and drinking coffee. Okay, so sorry, I'm weird. No, I'm okay. Okay, so I just realized that I'm really happy right now with my channel. As I said, I don't know if that will change over time, but now looking back at my videos, at all the videos that I'm already created, I'm pretty proud of it. And I had a time where I was not at all, because I was really ashamed and I was like, damn, I'm a fucking loser, I was looking at my videos and I was seeing them and I was like, damn, I'm not funny at all. And I still don't think everything is funny that I did in the past, but the thing is, you can just become better in comedy if you continuously doing it, So, of course, if you just start with something, it will not be perfect, but I think people, even in the future, will like my videos because they see a person trying something out, trying something that is creative, trying to do their own thing, trying to be original, and trying. And I think that's already enough for people to have fun with a video. I don't think you have to be the biggest comedic entertainer, and I don't even know. I don't even care about that anymore, really. I want to be comedic and entertaining in my manga, but I don't really care about it as me as a person. I just want to do what I want to do at the moment as me, as myself, when I'm on YouTube. But yeah, I want to be... entertainment is in my manga, because I don't want to be a clown or like an entertainment machine. I just want to put out good stuff and stuff that is fun for me to create. Yeah. So I looked at my videos and I was like, damn, it's kind of alright. And I think it's cool because like I had moments where I was really depressed because I was uploading them, and just sometimes 20 people were watching my videos, no comments, and I didn't got any subscribers. Now I gain sometimes subscribers when I upload a video. I gain more subscribers for streaming, so I will go back to streaming. For some reason I'm really motivated, but something I realized, I know this word sounds really dramatic right now, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You can create an empire when you keep going, when you keep trying, because you have to understand, the moment you do create another video or create another manga page, other people will give up. There will be always someone who gives up, and you are the one who keeps going. So you will level over other people. And I actually believe there are not as many people on YouTube that are doing stuff and keep doing it regularly till they become really good in it than you would think. You know? Because we look at those big channels, and I think a lot of people who look at those, I hope you can hear me. I don't know how good the mic is outside, but yeah, I will see it in the end. I hope it's good. You know, we see those big channels on YouTube and we think like, oh, they were lucky, and it's a million people who are like, wanna be like that, but they're never going to be like that. But I think those people, the reason why those people got popular is because, of course, there's probably also luck in it. But I don't think luck is the biggest reason why YouTubers, like, I mean, some YouTubers get, a lot of YouTube people get popular on social media because they're lucky. But I'm not going, I don't talk about bad channels. I talk about channels that I watch where people actually put work into their videos. And sorry, there's a car driving. Oh no, it doesn't come here. Okay, people who are actually putting original and actually do content that doesn't always get as much views on social media. I think those people get popular on YouTube because they kept on the grind and they kept being themselves. So they kept being evolving, and more people become interested because YouTube is also a skill. The more and more you talk to the camera, the more and more aware you become how to actually say stuff in an interesting, flattering way to people. And the more and more people will be interested in your content. I said stuff like this before already. And I believe a lot of people, you see a lot of videos on YouTube. You know, you get sometimes recommended small channels, and then you look at those channels and you see like, oh, this person uploaded so many videos. But you also see a lot of small channels that start off big. No, sorry, this is not what I wanted to say. That start off and then they give up. There are a billion channels on YouTube where people start off a YouTube channel and then they give up. So I think people keep going on YouTube, especially when you don't gain a lot of recognition and you don't gain a lot of money out of it. I think there are much more people who give up than we actually believe. And of course, when you give up, then you can't become big on YouTube, you know? And I truly think that I see that a lot. I see a lot of small channels that start uploading continuously and then they give up because they don't get a lot of views. Because this is the thing. I think most people are not really patient, and especially when you invest in a hobby like YouTube, when you go on YouTube, the reason why you go on YouTube is because you want to have an audience. I mean, because otherwise you could just film videos in a private space and not upload them online, right? So if you want to become a YouTuber, probably you want to have an audience. And I think a lot of people are more into wanting to have an audience than actually having the spirit and the creative energy to actually have fun working on a video. Because you can just survive on YouTube if you're having fun with the process of creating videos. You can't just go on YouTube hoping to have an audience. You're gonna feel depressed after a while. Because most people are not lucky to gain a lot of subscribers at the beginning. And this is what I think. So I think when a lot of people go on YouTube because they want to have a big audience, a lot of people give up because they don't get a lot of clicks and they keep going. And the thing is, I watched a video, this person goes in the other direction, good, because I don't want to talk passing people. Then I'm gonna do a break in the audio for a second. Okay, because I watched a video of a female YouTuber. She is a big channel. She has, I think, 1 million subs. And this girl started off on YouTube for she was doing videos for 5 years, and she needed 5 years to gain 1,000 subscribers. And she was, I think, continuously doing videos because, I gained follower. I mean, I was on YouTube already 10 years ago, but I was not really uploading regularly, so I don't really count that time in. So I gained subs actually more quicker than her, which is cool. And the thing is, she was uploading 5 years on YouTube, and then she was gaining 1,000 subscribers, and after she gained 1,000 subscribers, she was growing pretty fast. She was, I think, in 1 year grow 500,000 subscribers or something after she gained 1,000 subscribers. A lot of people say when you gain 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you grow faster. I think that's true, but still the growth for every channel is really different, which is really fascinating. And it's kind of interesting to see that how different channels grow, because it's not because you are a bad person or you are not as entertaining as other people. This is really hard to tell because YouTube works on algorithms, and this is where the luck comes in. I would say also the current zeitgeist. Rich person is clicking on your video. If the right people click on your video, you will grow faster. So it's kind of a game of luck. So channels grow differently, What you are up to, I think you could think about this more in a deeper way, and kind of, because we know the algorithm, we know kind of how YouTube works, but in the end, this whole thing when people tell you I'm gonna tell you how to grow on YouTube, it's a big scam, because you can't just tell. It's not. Maybe there's certain tricks to grow on YouTube faster. I don't know, but pretty sure there is. But still, I don't think we understand how YouTube works really. And what I want to go with, sorry, I can't speak English. Is hard sometimes because I'm German. I think that is what makes it so interesting, because some people grow faster than others and we don't really know why, there is a person that is as funny as the other person, but this person is growing not as fast as the other person. Maybe also because of the person you are. Your personality hits different people on the planet differently, which could be interesting thought, because you could actually think about okay, so there are 500, there are lesser people that are like you on the planet than this other person is doing videos. Maybe the other person is doing videos that has more subscribers. Maybe there are more like-minded people like this person, which is an interesting concept to think about. And I sometimes think about this randomly. But going back to what I said at the beginning, so people go on YouTube to want to have an audience, and then they stop doing videos. And this girl, she talked about this too, and she was saying the same stuff when she was big. She said that she was doing YouTube, she kept doing YouTube videos even though she didn't had a lot of clicks, but keep doing it made her channel grow in the end, because she didn't give up. And she said there are a lot of people who start off a channel and they want to be monetized really easily, and because they want to be monetized really easily, now there's a car coming. You will hear the car in the background. Wait a second. Okay, so she was growing, and I think she said something down the line, you have to keep doing videos even, and I think she said something like, you shouldn't worry that you will not have a lot of views at the beginning on YouTube, because that's normal, you know. But the thing about YouTube is, when you reach a certain point of subscribers and viewers, you actually will grow exponentially, you know. I think you say it like this, you know. So you will grow faster because more people see your channels. I saw another YouTuber too, and he said that was also interesting. He is also a big channel, over 1 million subscribers, and he was doing videos at the beginning, and in the first 6 months he had around like not really any viewers, you know, and then he blew up. One video just blew up, you know. So it can happen that you have like 50 views on one video and then you suddenly blew up, and it's like really weird because you don't really know why. I had at one time too with my webtoon. So 5 years ago I was uploading the first version of my webtoon Stonebreak. I deleted it, but I was uploading there and I was not getting a lot of readers. And then one day I grew from 100 subscribers to 1,000 in one day, because I got viral a little bit. Like, I mean, it was not 1 million or something, but for some reason my webtoon was reaching the right people, and then it grows really fast, you know. But it's not just that you reach the right people, because I think that can sound kind of depressing, because it means, well, it depends on others, and I don't think that's true either. It's up to you who you are. And I mean, they always say this in dating, and that's true, that a certain kind of personality type is somebody. There are certain kind of people who just are interesting to a lot of other people, and it's not like, oh, if I don't have the right personality, I can't be big on YouTube. No, like, if you are a positive human being, people will be interested to you, will be invested into your positivity. But you shouldn't fake positivity. I think it's also charismatic if you are negative on YouTube, because then you are real, and this is what people like too. But positive means, in the end, you should be a happy person, and you can be a like-minded, positive, inspiring person by not forcing it, but by keeping your life healthy, by sleeping enough, eating healthy, doing enough sport, and having balance, working life balance in your life, and actually having discipline in, I don't know, learning an instrument that's good for your brain, or reading a book, you know. You can stuff like this. You can do stuff like this. And if you keep going, that will make you an interesting person to people. The more you read, the more interesting stuff you have to say. The more you walk outside, your brain will develop new thoughts, because it works effective. And the more you do YouTube, the better you become in it. So there is no loss. And this is why I think that this channel is good, and I think it will be big one day. You know, I just think it takes time, you know? And I think it's interesting for people, and it's already enough for people to see how you grow as a person. People don't expect much on YouTube. And I think a lot of YouTubers think, oh, I have to be the biggest genius and the most biggest entertainer on earth to do videos, but that's not true. And I also think, for example, I did a lot of comedic stuff in my on YouTube videos, and guys, I don't know what will happen in the future. Maybe I'm gonna focus more on my manga, but right now I kind of want to do on YouTube videos too, like cut it videos, but I'm not doing any promises. I'm really spontaneous with that, but I kind of want to do sometimes on YouTube videos, but we don't know what will happen tomorrow, you know? Maybe I will stick to that, but maybe I'm gonna focus on my manga. Okay, but I looked at my old videos and I was like, damn, I'm kind of creating my own humor and I kind of have my own personality. And I truly think when more people see my videos in the future, and they see also my old videos hopefully, and my newest videos, and I keep doing on YouTube videos too, and I keep doing talking videos because I also evolve in talking videos. I become much more confident in talking. I have more interesting ideas. I become a better talker, you know. So it's also a skill I learn. And then my mangas too, because then I can talk about interesting things in my manga. So I'm evolving as a person on YouTube. So it's really an empire I built. You can laugh about me, but I think empire is kind of fitting for that, you know, so that people get used to my channel and they realize like this whole persona I built, it's like a world I built on my channel, and people will be into it and they will like it because they see the whole legacy I created. It's like a legacy. And I know I sound always really dramatic. I sound like a fucking shonen protagonist. I kind of have this vibe to me. I have ultimate aura and charisma, but I don't care. It's fun and I don't give a fuck, you know? And yeah. And dude, I had a fucking shitty life. There was so much shit happening my whole life. But this is what makes me an even happier person. Even though I have depression sometimes too. But every time I'm over my depression, I feel happier. It's weird. I don't know what my brain is fucking doing. I feel like my brain is processing a lot of stuff right now. So, yeah. And I just wanted to tell that it's the same with my manga, you know? And, we don't know in which state this channel will be in the next 10 years. I don't think really I will be gone because I'm really motivated, but I don't want to make YouTube a force because then I feel like I have to do it, so I don't really think about it. So maybe I will not be on YouTube anymore, but right now at the present moment I feel like I'm probably still gonna do YouTube, you know? Yeah, and it's just a legacy I create, and it's cool because I'm someone who tries hard, who keeps evolving, who's trying to make interesting stuff, and I think that shows. And you have this with other YouTubers too, you know, with big channels, they created a legacy and they're like 10 years on this platform already, and they're like, I don't know, having like 3 million subs or something, and people just know them as this YouTuber personality, and people grow with the YouTuber, with the whole stuff the YouTuber is going. And this is like the thing, I mean, when you're used to something, you will come back to it. It's like watching an anime that you like, and you're so used to it that it just connected with you, you know? And I think it's the same with YouTubers. There are certain kind of YouTubers on this platform. I don't know, take The Anime Man, for example. This guy Joey. I don't know him personally, of course, but like I feel like his channel is really like original, and it's like he is a certain kind of person. He stands out, and I always felt like the whole time he was just doing what he wanted to do. Of course, I'm pretty sure he was also treating YouTube as a thing where he could like gain money with, but his videos always feel like it's really what he wants to do, and he just is in a position where he gains money with the stuff he can do, you know. And there's nothing wrong with actually thinking about, hey, what can make me, like, what is interesting to people. Like, I don't know how he approaches videos, and it doesn't matter, because he his whole like community, when you look in the comments, you feel like we all grew with him, and we are so used to his channel that we keep coming back to his channel. I watched him also like when I was 14, so I think he had around 100,000 subs back then. Now he has like 3 million subs, so yeah, that's a big difference, you know. But we are so used to his content, and we grew with his content. Like, it had an influence on everything that you do. Like, when you listen to certain music, it influences you. When you read a certain book, you know. So it has an influence on us in a way too, and it makes us think about certain stuff in a certain way. And this is what makes his channel, like, it gives you a certain kind of vibe. When you are a viewer for so many years already, then this person gives you a certain kind of vibe, because in the end we don't know YouTubers that well, because we don't share everything private on YouTube, you know. But you get a certain idea of at least what the person shares online, and this kind of personality that this person shares online is something that influences everybody, and we grow with together, and it's kind of like a legacy looking back at it, you know, looking like how this channel developed, what this person was doing. And if you are in a healthy relationship with YouTubers, so not in a parasocial one, like you don't see this YouTuber as a friend, but just a YouTuber that you like to watch, then, and this is the cool thing, the comment section will be a special section, because it's not just that people who watch you for 10 years, they will not just write you stuff like, oh, I like your video, you know. They will write really specific comments that are influenced by the way you are as a YouTuber, because they learn something from you a little bit, even though you are not sharing everything of you, but they still grow with you in a way. They grow with you in a way. They are part of your online journey in a way. They're not part of your life as a family member or a loved one or a friend is. But we still influence each other, and the comment section is influencing us too, you know? Yeah. So I think that's really cool. I came up with this thought when I was being on my channel, and I was watching some old videos of mine. I do that, don't laugh at me. And I was watching my videos, and I was like, damn, I'm so unique, and it's it's kind of like stupid what I do, but it's so original and so unique. Like, I having a certain personality. I think you will remember me when you click on one of my videos. That it's interesting to know how I will be, how my videos will be, and how my YouTube journey will be in 10 years, and how I develop as a mangaka and YouTuber, you know, and how I grow. And because like this is also the thing. I think sometimes with YouTubers there's a certain meme culture that grows, you know, or like people will remember something really specific that a YouTuber was doing 5 years ago, and it becomes kind of an inside sorry an inside joke in a community. You know, we remember certain stuff about YouTubers, and it makes every YouTuber who is a kind person and a humble YouTuber with his community, it makes them a certain kind of YouTube personality, which is so interesting about YouTubers. You know, Charlie, for example, Moist Critical, is known for some stuff, and we just know him, and it's like I said, like, I don't know, I have the word legacy in my mind right now. I can't come up with something better, and it's just so cool to see how people kind of grow with you and people get to know you more, but they still, if they're respectful, there's still like a distance between a viewer and a YouTuber. We're not friends, you know, but it's a community, you know, and that's cool. People, like-minded people, grow. Like, we all grow and we develop and we influence, because I'm a person who grows and changes over time, and every of my viewers too. And I think you can really see that in comment sections when you watch YouTubers that are that are for a long time on the platform, how the whole community develops. You know, it's like a journey a little bit. Like, not every YouTube section of one YouTuber is always the same. And I'm talking about comment sections where the comments are actually good. I'm not talking about shitty comment sections. I'm talking about comment sections where you watch a YouTuber and the people still give a fuck about the person that is talking to the camera. Or, I mean, I'm doing audios right now. Yeah. Okay. So, I just wanted to share that. I just wanted to do another video because I wanna grow a bigger community. I wanna know how it feels to have a big YouTube channel. I'm being honest with you. I don't know if that will ever happen, you know. I can't imagine myself having a big YouTube channel, but maybe, you know. And yeah. Thank you very much for watching. No, I truly think actually I can grow a big YouTube channel. There is coming another car again. I truly think I can, because people like people who are themselves, and I'm a good person, I'm a humble person, and I think especially today, in this time, oh gosh, it probably sounds weird how I talk randomly in English to my phone right now, but I think a lot of people suffer today, and they just want to have something that makes them feel good. And this is also like the thing about being a YouTuber, being a creator. If you are someone who keeps doing YouTube and is not giving up compared to other channels, and I think there is just a little number of channels that actually keep going. I think most channels that are created on YouTube give up really fast, you know. We're not aware of that because we don't know every YouTube channel, but I just think that. And when you keep doing YouTube videos, pretty sure you notice as with YouTubers too, YouTubers have a certain kind of way how to talk to the camera. Like, they are experienced with the camera. You see a difference between an experienced person with a camera and an unexperienced person with a camera. So they know how to make something funny or interesting. And I truly think that I can become a certain kind of YouTube persona. Oh gosh, I don't want to sound like, oh, I'm a YouTube persona, I'm a hero. No. I don't mean it like that. I just mean there's certain kind of people in every generation that do something, and because they keep doing it, a lot of people want to support them, and they're just a handful of people who are like this. And the thing is, I think a lot of people don't even want to be famous. I think a lot of people, they just want to have a family. I mean, I also want to have a family. I think that's much better, more interesting to me than being like fame. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber and that's more important. No, like having children is a much more important feeling, like having YouTube. There is nothing better than having children, because there's so much value and worth and giving birth and stuff. Okay, but what I want you to say is that, going back to the whole YouTube thing, when you are a certain kind of YouTube persona, I think there are a lot of people who want to see that. And I also feel like, even though there's a lot of stuff on YouTube, YouTube still feels like in its beginning state to me, and it still feels a little bit like a desert, because I think a lot of people want to see better stuff on YouTube. And I'm not saying there's not good stuff on YouTube. There are some really genius people on YouTube, but there's so much more trash on YouTube also, and on social media in general. And because of that, I think a lot of people wish for people who are humble. And I think I can be one of those people who can make people feel better about themselves. I truly think that. And I don't mean that I am better than other people, because I'm just a YouTuber. It's just my way of living, but other people do other stuff. I mean, someone who's a doctor is like doing much more for people than me. I'm not saying like I'm a hero or something. Don't get it wrong. I just mean like in a whole like YouTube setting of entertaining people, I think the current zeitgeist, when you look online, a lot of people want to see more people like that, because there are not a lot of people like that, And because the thing is, when you are on YouTube, there's so many channels of people who have around 500,000 subs maybe, but those people are like everybody else on the platform, and you don't remember them, and you question yourself, why is this person even getting popular? Because this person doesn't have anything interesting to offer. And I think you may look at this number first and be depressed, because you feel like, oh, stupid idiots can get popular on YouTube, and that sucks, because that means people are stupid. But you don't think about all those people who are not commenting, clicking on a video, and being as fucked up as you, and just realize that this sucks, and they want to see somebody who is actually fun to listen to. And I think there are much more people than you think. When you see all the comments on Instagram, I don't know everything about Instagram or YouTube, but when you sometimes go in the comment section, you kind of get a certain vibe. There's always a certain vibe in the internet, I feel like the internet still feels like we're all influencing each other. And I mean, it's just like the whole thing with memes. When a meme gets big, when you are a social media person, you kind of know of that meme. So we all know of that meme, and it's always it's like there's always a certain zeitgeist online, and that's so cool, because it kind of feels like you are not alone, and we are a big school class or something. I know I describe social media as a really as a really positive thing. It's not as positive, and I'm not a lot on social media, but I truly think, especially how many comments I see that people were depressed 2025, and for a lot of people it was a shitty year in our generation, millennials or Gen Z, I guess, Gen Z, I mean. I truly think that there's much more lost potential on YouTube, and a lot of people would care about my stuff. They just don't get recommended it, and that's it, you know. And I don't think everybody can do that, what I can do. And I think I stand out from the rest because I also have a shitty life and I have kind of stories to tell, but it's also because I'm not giving up and I'm taking this really serious, you know. Yeah, and I'm not an idiot. Simple that. I don't know. So yeah, I truly believe, you can laugh at me, I don't care, but I truly believe I can have 1 million subs one day, you know. I can do that, and I actually think I can be a kind of internet person that people remember. Not like a person who has like 1 million subs, but people subscribe to them, but nobody actually gives a fuck about you. Because like, people remember, I don't mean I'm not gonna be Moist Critical, but I mean like PewDiePie, Moist Critical, they are like personas that people remember as a person. They don't remember you as a number, they remember you as a person. And there's so many big channels that are just remembered as numbers. People say stuff like, oh, I like you, but they don't really give a fuck about you, you know? And I think I can be one of those people that people remember as Mooncake, you know? Yeah. Someone who is like a YouTuber that people really remember and that is more in a talk than others. And it sounds fucking weird to me to say like I'm in a talk. I want to take that back. I don't want to take that back, but I don't really know what to do with it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. And because I see that also in my comment section, you know, I see the way people write in a comment section, and your comment section is also a mirror of the content you're creating. And I can feel there's a certain kind of community, even though there are not a lot of comments right now, but what I see as a comment still feels like that people actually give a fuck about me, and they're not just watching me because I'm like they're really curious about me. It feels personal, but in a healthy way. In a like, it's the right way when YouTube feels personal, but not in a like friend way, but in a like social media YouTube viewer kind of way, you know. There is a certain like healthy way where people, they give a fuck about you, but they they still respect your privacy as a content creator, you know. They will not, because in the end I don't know your faces, and it's unsettling when someone is too invested into you when I don't know them. Yeah, so 40 minutes I talked about this now. That was really fun to do. The day started really slow, but now I'm feeling really good. And yeah, I keep going. And you should too. So maybe there's a person watching that is like-minded like me and could change the platform for the better. So if you are this person, do YouTube. Okay. Goodbye.